My name is Julie Oliver. I'm the founder of Changeology Global. In this short 3-minute video, I'm going to be talking to you about some case studies of when to start change management, in particular with a view to introducing new digital technology to an organization. So you'll probably be familiar with this scenario if you've been involved in any kind of project team working to drive new technology into the organization. You will have encountered some sort of resistance. The resistance like, didn't know this was happening, who decided this, never heard of it, haven't got time for it, who picked this technology partner, who picked this integration partner. Lots of typical type of questions like that. A lot of these questions can be mitigated by early engagement right up front. The short answer, if you want the 5-second answer, it's start change management exactly at the same time you start project management. If you really want to mitigate a lot of the resistance, you would start it as early as possible. Let's take a look at this time slide. So this is a typical timeline that you would expect to see for a cloud-based software as a service implementation. At some point that you'll have, in that top left-hand corner, you'll have the idea that says, let's do this and let's do this now. Then you'll be working on the business case. You'll probably go to the market, do your tenders, your vendor selections, the SI partners, the systems integrator partner, and the technology. At that point, best practice says that would be the time to engage some key stakeholders. Not a massive company-wide launch, but again, it will be Pareto. When you're looking at your business case, you'll be making some assumptions on user licenses and who needs to use them, what to deliver the business case. Without them, you won't. Without user adoption, you will not realize the benefits of the business case. So pick those people out, do your analysis and select who they would be, and ideally get them involved in the supplier selection process. One of the most successful case studies that I've worked on, and this was 20,000 licenses in a very big industry, was actually we had up to 52 people in a supplier selection process. We had the technical people, the technology people, the IT community, and then we had a representation of the user community, and it was extraordinarily powerful. The user community acted as peers for the peer-to-peer review. They actually left the building and started talking about the project in a really positive light. Now, 52 for a supplier selection might be heavy, but when you look at the application of 20,000 licenses, it really wasn't. So let's go back to the slide. As I said, best practice, you actually start it up front. You start it at the inception stage when the project is an idea and you start to look to just use that justification for the business case. And as you'll see, 80% of organizations typically start change management at the time when they're looking to launch, a week or two before launch. You will get resistance at this point because people know that you've been working for months and haven't been involved, they haven't been consulted, and there's generally a lack of collaboration if you start change management at this point. So you will need to do some mitigation for resistance for that. I've also seen change management start as late as 2 weeks before you need stakeholders and users in a workshop to actually test the software that's already been designed and configured. It can work, but that's a very high risk strategy to leave it that late. So I hope that helps. That's a recap of the timeline, an idea of when to start change management. Let's go deliver on the promise of tomorrow's technology.